on here under the table. Alright, this is Ron Spaceman number 41, and this one, it has got Doctor Strange and the Tribunal guest starring, and I didn't have many Ron Spaceman comics, but this one I have, and it seems to be the end of what I would assume was a long-running plot or a big story arc in the series. It also feels more like a Doctor Strange story for most of it. We start off at Doctor Strange's house. Very good art by John Buscema, really doing well with all this Doctor Strange stuff at the start. Doctor Strange, he can sense that something big and important is happening, so he begins to look into it, and then we get to the plot. Although again, John Buscema art here, this is a really well done stuff. We've got a super evil demon coming through a portal, and Ron Spaceman is trying to stop him. I don't think this is like something they built up to. This is written by Bill Bungalow, by the way, but it feels like this evil dark demon will have been built up as an enormous threat, because this issue does a really solid job of arguing why it's so important that Ron Spaceman can't falter in this fight. I imagine this demon has been like a background idea or like a subplot for 20 issues or so. So they've been talking about like a doorway opening up and how the demon cannot be allowed to pass through it. And this is like a big confrontation and spectacle. So Doctor Strange, he shows up to help, but he is prevented by a sudden appearance of the Tribunal. A great splash page here. John Buscema knocks it out of the park in this one. The Tribunal, this is actually his first major appearance since he was introduced in the 60s. Before this, he just had his introductory story, which was Doctor Strange 157, I want to say. It was actually Stanley Lee's last issue writing Doctor Strange. But after that story, he didn't appear at all in the 70s. And then in 1982, Marky Mark Griswold used him quite prominently in an issue of What If. And then we have this comic. This is his second canon appearance. The Tribunal, he won't let Doctor Strange intervene because it would upset the universal balance. So the black and white minstrel shows up to make sure that Doctor Strange doesn't get involved. Apparently, Doctor Strange has fought the minstrel before, and there's a handy little footnote at the bottom there telling me what issue of his comic it was that I should probably track down. Then we have got Ron Spaceman, he's fighting the demon, and he reveals itself, and it's like a little Jesus Christ boy, and Ron is a bit tricked by this, even though it's like a classic demon trick. And we cut to some subplot pages with Ron Spaceman's supporting cast. His girlfriend has been transformed into a spaceman, and his friend Tornado Man, he's fighting against her. I've not really got a great deal to say about this because, well, I've not read any of the surrounding issues and I don't know what this plot really is or where it gangs. But I do know that the baddie here, Dreadman, he eventually reappears in Dan Andy's Galactical Guardians run. Well, then we get back to Ron Spaceman, and the stupid idiot is properly fallen for the demon's little tricks, his seductive temptations and stuff. Like, the demon promises to restore Ron Spaceman's humanity, and all the while Doctor Strange, he's busy fighting the minstrel. Then, when Ron steps into the portal, he sees, like, the demon's true form. And he is so fucking ugly that Ron Spaceman shoots him with his Spaceman gun. And admittedly, that is a bit daft, considering he had been shooting at the demon since, like, the first page with the same gun. But then Ron defeats the baddie and convinces the tribunal and the minstrel that they are wrong, and they uncharacteristically just accept that and depart. And the next issue blurb reads, Ron finds a paradise city on Earth, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Lead me not into temptation. Sounds like this Ron Spaceman fella is a real sucker when it comes to temptation. Good thing he wasn't in the Garden of Evil. Some really good art, probably a good ending to a big storyline. It does have an abrupt finish, but I enjoyed this. I rate this 7 thumbs up.